Carol Freeman has long been a very mediocre captain, but I think this screw-up really takes the cake. I don't see a way back for her. I'm Gay Fesh, and today we'll be talking Star Trek Lower Decks, Season 3, Episode 9, Trusted Sources. But before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Spoilers ahead. Captain Freeman has been petitioning Starfleet to make a renewed focus on second contact missions, and Project Swingby is now a go. Admiral Buenamigo sends a Federation reporter named Victoria Nuzay to observe their next mission in hopes that they can sell the continued project. And Freeman freaks out and wants the whole ship to clean up their act while the journalist is aboard. Pie eating contest? Cancelled. And it breaks Rutherford's heart. The bar? Now a restricted area just for interviews. Interviews? Limited to approved crew members. Of biggest concern, of course, is Mariner. Freeman rearranges Mariner's entire duty schedule to keep her away from the reporter. The planet being second contacted is Ornara, the planet from the TNG episode Symbiosis, where the entire planet was full of drug addicts until Picard declined to repair their final operating spaceships, cutting off their supply. It's been 17 years, and Freeman and Ransom anticipate things are going to look pretty bad with Picard forcing them to go cold turkey, which would actually look good for justifying Project Swingby. Unfortunately for them, it looks like the Ornarans have just gotten out of a 14-year withdrawal and have found a new addiction in fitness. Things look almost idyllic here now as everyone pumps iron and runs marathons to keep their demons at bay. I wouldn't be surprised if Ransom comes back here for shore leave. The reporter is wholly unimpressed, and Carol realizes this jeopardizes the project, so she decides they should check up on the Breckons, the planet whose entire economy was based on making the drug for the Ornarans. Just before Freeman has her own one-on-one interview with the reporter, Mariner gets tired of Freeman lying about what the ship is really like and sneaks into the reporter's quarters to give her own interview. But Ransom sees her go in. When the reporter hits Freeman with a bunch of accusations about how haywire it is aboard the ship and suggests it's due to shoddy leadership, well, the captain loses it. She actually transfers Mariner to Starbase 80 and orders the crew not to talk to her before she disembarks. Everyone aboard is blaming her. Jennifer won't even acknowledge her. Our main folks obviously want to talk, but Mariner says she hates goodbye and just pieces out. Once they get to Brekka, they discover, to the credit of the program, but not so much to their safety, that the Breckons are being invaded by the Breen, who quickly start attacking the Cerritos. It looks like the Cerritos is done for when a new Texas-class starship shows up and blasts the crap out of them. Admiral Buenamigo shows up and explains that this new class of starship is fully automated. I'm betting that's going to become a big issue. A lot of officers are about to lose jobs over this thing. The news report comes out, and it is basically looking like a hit piece against Freeman. But we find out that all the negative things the reporter learned about Freeman didn't come from Mariner. They came from the rest of the crew. And Mariner had nothing but kind words for her mother and her crew. Freeman tries to contact Mariner to apologize, but Starbase 80 tells her that Mariner resigned from Starfleet, and now she's off being a freelance archaeologist. That's a bit of a downer ending, but we have the season finale still to go. What do you think's coming next week? Let me know in the comments.
I'm calling it now. The Texas-class starship is what Rutherford was working on when he had his accident.
Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share the video with your friends. Subscribe to my Patreon to get shouted out in future videos. Check out my Bandcamp for banging tunes, including all the tracks you heard in this video. Follow me on Twitter @GayestFesh, and don't forget to check out my podcast, The Rest of Both Worlds, where I go through Star Trek The Next Generation with a friend who's never seen it. Thank you to all my patrons, with a special shout out to Piftle Cakes and Renee Vorbeck. Your support is greatly appreciated. See you all in the next video.